So this one runs, but then it likes to die and then not start again after. But if I let it sit for an hour or two, it starts right back up. Sorry for the wire mess over there. So we got to figure out that problem. This is going to be everything you need to go from EFI to a carb setup. First off, you need a fuel regulator because the EFI tank pushes out way more pressure than you need for a carb. Some adapters for the fuel lines. You need one that goes in and has a return. And once you get that on, you want to set it to 7 psi. Change out the intake, get a carb, shorter throttle cable bracket. You can use the stock distributor, but it's going to have locked out timing, so whatever you set the timing at is what it's going to be at. And you just run one of the wires down to ground, and then the last two here are the only three you're going to use. The first three, I just have them wrapped up in here. They're not tied to anything. And then you run over here to the coil. One side's positive, one side's negative. And then you run a line from here over to a key-on power source, which I use the stock connector for. You'll also run the temp sensor over to here. You just got to find which pin, and then the oil pressure, you run this stock line over and connect it to the right wire here, and that should get all your factory gauges to work except your tack. You won't have a tack unless you swap out your distributor with a tack wire. Other than that, everything else is about the same. The only thing you have to do when you come inside the car is up under the seat here on this 91 is the fuel pump relay. It won't have a computer to tell it to turn on, so you have to put it on a switch. And I have my fans on a switch right now. But other than that, everything works. And once you get the timing set, it should fire right up. You can start it without hitting the fuel pump switch, and after you start it up and it runs, then you can flip the fuel switch on. But other than that, it's about all you need. Run your wires for the coil to a key-on power source. The intake, the bracket, the throttle cable, carb, and then some connectors for the fuel line. And then there's your outside. Runs over to the carb. Pretty simple. Best way to get a car to run if EFI is giving you a problem and you're getting tired of it like I was. But all the factory gauges will work if you just run everything over to this brown pin. Once you get the right distributor, it should have a tack wire coming off of it that you can hook up. But that's about it.